A nice way to utilise celeriac when it's in season is to incorporate it into a nice fresh vibrant salad or remoulade like we're going to do today. When celeriac is in season, you're going to find it in abundance in the supermarket, so it's not an ingredient that you're going to struggle to find. Today we're going to mix it through with some mayonnaise. We've got some nice carrots, some apple, some hazelnuts and some chives for a last minute freshness, and we're going to serve that with a lovely piece of haddock. Let's just take a look at some of the ingredients and how we're going to use this celeriac today. So to start, I've already cut and peeled my carrots into matchsticks. I've got a lovely fresh Granny Smith apple there, and of course I've got my celeriac. The celeriac's nicknamed the ugly one for the obvious reason that it's not the most attractive looking vegetable. To start the process, we're going to take a nice sharp knife and we're just going to peel around the skin of the celeriac, almost as if you were doing a turnip or a melon. So all the trimmings we can pop into the bin. Unfortunately they're no use for anything. And then from there we're going to slice our celeriac into slices, and it's got quite a firm texture, so you might need to apply a little touch of pressure when you're putting the knife through. And then from there we're just going to slice it into the fine matchsticks. And some people might find it a little bit easier to use a Japanese mandolin. And we don't want the texture to be too coarse. If the texture is too coarse, there's a little bit too much eating in it involved. It needs to be nice and fine for this recipe. So now we've prepared our celeriac ready to go into the salad. We're going to take some hazelnuts, and again we've bought the hazelnuts blanched and peeled, which is what I suggest you find in your supermarket as well. And I'm just going to take them and I'm just going to lightly give them a tap on the board with a knife, just to gently crush them down, because I don't want the whole texture going through the salad. But again, you could, if you were doing this on a huger scale, you could use a pestle and mortar just to gently start to break the nut down before it goes into the salad. Now we've crushed our nuts down, getting the salad together is very, very simple. We're going to take our bowl, and into the bowl we're going to place all the ingredients, and we're going to bind the salad with some mayonnaise. So the mayonnaise we're using, we've taken a low fat option from the supermarkets. I'm going to start with about a tablespoon and a bit, just enough to bind it. I don't want the mayonnaise to be like a sauce. And then I'm going to sprinkle in a teaspoon of finely chopped chives. And all we're going to do is just stir all the ingredients until the mayonnaise binds everything, almost like a coleslaw. So our mayonnaise now is fully incorporated through that mixture, and it's like anything, we'll give it a little twist of pepper and a tiny little pinch of salt, just to help bring all those flavours together in that salad. At this stage now, comfortably you could make this salad 2 to 3 days ahead of yourself, keep it refrigerated and covered, and then from there all we're going to have to do is just cook our fish to serve. So just quickly, I'm going to prepare this lovely fresh haddock fillet that we've got from the supermarket. We've asked the fishmonger to take the skin off for us, so it's ready to go. All I'm going to do now is just take the bones out, so again it makes it a little bit easier to eat during the process. So to start, when we run our fingers down, you're going to feel the spinal cord down the middle. All I'm going to do is take a nice sharp knife and just run the knife down the side of the bones. It really is that easy, and then the flesh just pulls away, and now we've eradicated 100% of those bones. We're going to repeat the process on the other side, and now we have a nice fresh boneless and skinless piece of fish ready just to pan fry very softly. Now depending on the size of your pan, you can pan fry them very large, or if your pan's a little bit smaller, you can cut them down and serve them as four. So we're going to take the fish. Our pan's already been warmed gently, and for this, I don't want the pan to be super hot. If the pan's super hot, again, we're going to overcook the fish, we're going to overset the protein. So a nice gentle heat, a little touch of vegetable oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. And we're just going to wait on the vegetable oil coming up to temperature. So to cook that fresh haddock off, I've gently preheat my pan. When the pan comes nice and warm, I pop some vegetable oil, some sunflower oil in there. When the oil warms up nicely, I take my little knob of butter, we pop on the butter into the pan, and we're just waiting on that butter coming to a really nice even foam. When it comes to a nice even foam, we're going to quickly pop a pinch of salt onto the haddock. And we always season from a height so we get that nice distribution. And then we're going to place our fillets in to that foaming butter. And with the haddock being such a delicate protein, it's literally going to cook in maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to turn it over and cook it for another minute on the other side. So I'm just going to let that cook. Once we've turned the haddock, literally just a minute to 2 minutes, feeling for the firmity of the protein. The firmer the protein, the more the fish is cooked. It's an indication that the fish is ready. We're going to turn the heat off and we're going to start to plate the rest of the dish. So I'm going to let it just sit in the pan just for a second to rest. While it's resting, we're going to take some of our celiac remoulade and we're going to get nice the remoulade on the plate. So the remoulade now is on the plate, ready to go. Our haddock fillets are cooked in the pan, just ready to come out. And at this stage, remember, they're going to be very, very delicate. And then we're just going to pop them on the plate. Ready to go. And to serve, just a nice wedge of lemon and a sprig of flat leaf parsley.